the patent that we got before is different in that the previous patent is for systems and methods for providing location information about registered users. And again, that isn't fully descriptive as to what the patent covers. It's again based on facial recognition or color recognition, but it involves additional elements which directly relate to improved customer service. To give you an idea, if you're going into a theme park with, as a family, you can put a flag up that says, if my kids are further, if my kids wander, I want to know about it. So if one of your kids wanders off, now with a family, this is normally a little bit more manageable, but imagine that you're with a school group and you're a chaperone with 10 kids and one of these kids wanders off. We can send you a message on your phone saying, hey, one of your kids has wandered off and this is where we've just seen him. So there are things like that you can do with it, but there's also more complex scenarios. Imagine that mom and the daughter want to go and do one thing and dad and the son want to go and do another thing, and they want to meet up somewhere afterwards. You could handle that by having dad and the son come off their ride. They walk up to a kiosk. They say, hey, we'd like to find mom and the daughter. So after that, you can use media, so digital signage, to do a progressive guide and get the family to rejoin each other. You can use messaging, you can use any kind of method, and they're basically covered with these patents. So if you're using a digital signage system or even a phone to give people directions based on facial recognition, based on a location of your audience, and you're using it to guide people back, then you use it for, it's covered by that particular patent. And it's for things like if you go into a theme park and you come down a ride and the machine takes a picture of you. I don't know about you, but when I get to the point where I get to see these pictures, it normally takes me 20 minutes to find myself in this plethora of pictures. Of course, with this system, we can immediately show the right picture. But with both patents, when you combine the technology between the two, the underlying technology, at that point, do you want to buy that picture? And the answer is, yeah, you'd love to. But if you're like me, you don't want to be dragging it around with you in a soggy plastic bag for the rest of the day, right? So what you do is you leave it there. You pay for it, but you leave it. And now you go off and you buy, in my case, you buy a dress for the granddaughter and you leave it. And one of the other kids wins a bear and you leave it. And so when you leave the park at night, the system will say to you, hey, Maris, you got all this stuff in locker 55, pick it up in your way out. So not only have you improved the day for everybody because you don't need to carry all this stuff around with you, but you've also made it easier for the owner to get more sales because the decision is no longer based on the fact that I don't want to drag all that stuff with me all day long. It's based on, I really want to buy this and I'll pick it up when I'm on my way out. And that obviously applies to retail. It applies to all kind of different opportunities. Think about cruise ships, think about shopping malls where you have a way of delivering personalized media. It could even be like you're on a cruise ship, you're always going to this bar, you're always having this drink, and you get to another bar and there's a picture that turns up, media is being delivered to the bartender that says, this guy is called Maris and he likes his martinis dirty with extra olives. Hey Maris, how are you? Would you like your usual dirty martini with extra olives, right? So it even covers those kind of aspects. So you can start thinking about customer service at airlines, where you're helping people, provide better customer service. There's a whole range of applications that you would be able to come up with at that point. And that is what these patents are about. It's a lot wider than just our AV systems.